Welcome back to the Fort Johnson podcast, where we bring you the stories, resources, and experts that keep our community strong. I'm your host, and this month we're focusing on something that fuels our readiness, resilience, and overall well-being. Nutrition. March is National Nutrition Month, a time to highlight the importance of making informed food choices, developing healthy eating habits, and maintaining a balanced lifestyle. Here at Fort Johnson, good nutrition isn't just about what's on your plates. It's about sustaining peak performance for our soldiers, families, and civilians alike. In this episode, we'll be talking about practical ways to improve your nutrition, debunking common diet myths, and sharing expert advice to help you fuel your body the right way. So stick with us as we dive into Nutrition Month right here on the Fort Johnson Podcast. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching or listening to our podcast. I am Jeff England from the Fort Johnson Public Affairs Office, and we are here in the Fort Johnson Public Affairs Podcast Studio. Today with me, I've got two wonderful guests with me. We have Lily Keppinger. She's a dietitian at BJAC, which is Bayne-Jones Army Community Hospital. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. That's good. And Lily likes to spell her name slightly different, so she likes to, make things difficult for me. So it should be correct on the bottom of the screen. And next to her, we have Captain Ariel Williams, and she is the Nutrition Care Chief at BJAC. How are you doing, Captain?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you guys stopping in here and letting me know that my diet is horrible. Consisting of chips and soda. No, I drink a lot of water. So Nutrition Month is March, and this is March sometime. It's around March. So do you, when you think of months like this, are you coming up with all kinds of neat little things to do and stuff for Nutrition Month, or is it just, hey, don't forget to eat properly?
Oh, no. So we really emphasize what we do on a daily basis in March. So as you said, a couple of events that we'll have coming up. We have cooking classes. We're working with the Education Center to use their test kitchen. And we'll make sure that we're reaching out to different units, different beneficiaries, providing recipes that people can use on and off depending on what they have going on. So family friendly, performance nutrition. And we'll also work with the soldiers in the barracks, because we know that the equipment that we may see in our home kitchens are a little different from what you see in the barracks, but you can definitely use what you have and make a productive and nutritious meal.
Well, yeah. Are you going to concentrate on how to do it in the barracks? Because when I was living in, the Air Force doesn't have barracks; we have dorms. Mm-hmm. So when I was living in the dorms, I lived off of rice and sauce and noodles and sauce. It's like, because I can make them in the microwave. And it was, yeah. Turns out I really like them.
They've definitely come a long way with what they're able to have in the barracks. So, yeah, we'll utilize what they can have in the barracks and make sure that we're emphasizing, okay, these are meals that you can make with the equipment that you have.
Oh, like chili and steaks and, carnivore diet. Yeah. A meatitarian. So what's special about why March? I mean, I know you guys don't know why it's March, but why March? Why are we concentrating a whole month on eating right?
So when it comes to March, we're going into the springtime, right? So we know that in January.
Oh, yeah, the beach bodies.
Yeah.
We got to get our beach bodies back.
We know January is like New Year, New Me, but March is like that time has settled down, and now we're springing into a new place for ourselves. So this year, the theme is Food Connects Us. So I think in a lot of avenues that can really relate to a lot of people. So I think that was a great theme that they chose.
You know, that is very true. Food does connect us. That's why we break bread with everybody, unless you're with me, and then I break wind. And it's a little different, but it is very, it brings people together in their universal hatred. So, if you were to give some quick advice on nutrition, what advice is the main top priority that you'd want to give them? Oh, come on, Lily.
I
You
would
can
say-
answer.
I would
Lily
say
can answer.
everything in moderation. So
Everything
it's all
in
about
moderation.
it's all about balance. Making sure that we include, your proteins, some carbs, and your non-starchy vegetables.
Non-starchy vegetables. So starchy vegetables would be like potatoes and broccoli and corn and green beans and
No. Just your corn, peas, and potatoes. Your green beans and your broccoli are your non-starchies. So.
Oh, what about
good there.
peanuts? Peanuts are protein.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah, some healthy fats in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Now, it goes back and forth all the time, but are eggs now healthy or are they unhealthy again? Because I know they're expensive.
They're expensive, that's for sure. Probably not healthy for the pockets, but good for the intake for sure.
So it was eggs are good, eggs are bad. Well, no, the yolks are bad, the whites are good. Now eggs are just give me some bacon and eggs and a stack of pancakes. Yeah, that sounds good. Now, great. Now I'm getting hungry. So, okay. So, if somebody came over and asked, could you guys help them out with coming up with a nutrition plan?
Definitely, yeah. So, like Lily was saying, everything on moderation, right? So we're not the food police. We'll go ahead and debunk that myth now.
No, they're on a different street over there.
But really working with individuals to figure out, okay, these are the things that you like. These are the things that you prefer. Now, how can we improve what you're already intaking? So, yeah. Lily, have anything to add?
Yeah, no, it's all about compromise. So, yeah, we don't try to make or change anything too drastic. If they come in, we can try to figure out what to do based on how they're already eating.
Well, I eat horribly. I do like my Ruffles, and I like my I have cut down on the Coke. So I mean I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, but I drink a lot of water.
Okay.
And the coffee is down to like 1 or 2 cups a day, if at that, and that's only during the work days because that's where my coffee maker is. So that helps me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
But I got to get back on a routine and start doing some exercise because my body is built by Goodyear.
Yeah.
Body by Goodyear. I'm the Michelin man.
That's a good point that you bring up, just thinking about like a routine. A lot of the times if we make that plan or prep those meals, that kind of eliminates like that thought process through the day. Like, I already know what I'm eating. I already know what I'm going to shop for in the grocery store. So I'm not on like what we call the seafood diet. I'm hungry. I see it. I want it.
Yeah.
So,
Never go shopping hungry.
Right. That is very true. So making that plan can definitely improve your results that you see.
See, I've limited myself, things in moderation, like 1 can of Pringles, and I'm down to 1 row of Thin Mints or Oreos.
Yeah.
Just 1 row. That's a good place to start.
There you go. Yeah.
Now I'm down to a half a pound of praline pecans, and
Yeah, like Captain Williams said, it does kind of help take out that decision fatigue. So there's, you make a lot of decisions throughout the day. So having that already set kind of helps eliminate some of that, like, oh, shoot, like, what am I going to have for lunch today? Where
Oh,
it's
my
already
God.
planned. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the most common argument between couples is what do we want to have to eat?
Right.
What's for dinner? What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? And it's like if somebody is always more picky
Yeah.
than the other person, so let the picky person pick it. Oh, I'll eat anything. All right, how about pizza? No. How about burgers? No. Burritos? No.
Yeah.
Tell me what you don't want.
Yeah, but if it's already planned, then you don't have to have that fight.
Well, yeah, okay, so how about you plan it out and stuff? Well, that's a good thing. You plan it out and throw it in the crock pot and it's ready when you get home.
Yeah,
for sure.
But a lot of people, when you get home, you're just too tired. You don't want to end up cooking another meal.
Yeah.
What are some of the easier, lighter meals that you can do? I mean, other than like frozen meals for 1 or meals for 2 and stuff.
For sure. So
And
you
ordering
mentioned-
pizza.
Yeah. You mentioned the crock pot. Of course, there's like pressure cookers out there. But
Yeah, we
you
love our
can-
pressure cooker. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 1-pot meals that you can make too. So if you just have a couple of ingredients that are in your freezer, you pull them out, like say, okay, I have some chicken, I have some frozen broccoli, and I make some rice, put that all together, and there you go. You have a quick meal, and it will take you less than 30 minutes to kind of whip up.
Yeah, sure. It'll take you less than 30 minutes. Then
Make it
there's
a
cleaning
family.
and cooking, and you have to cook it again because you burnt it, and then you have to throw away all the stuff. So you have to the trash can's too full, so you have to empty that now. And then by the time you get to the food, it's all cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Have to choose your favorite TV show. Yeah, we've all been there. Another thing with the meal prepping, right? So I know some people don't like to eat the same thing throughout the week, but you can kind of get creative with it, make different components of a meal, use a different sauce or use a different base, and that kind of makes you think like, oh, I have a whole new meal.
That reminds me of like Thanksgiving. It's like you have a nice big turkey dinner for Thanksgiving, and then the next month you're eating leftover turkey and dressing, and you got turkey a la king and turkey sandwiches and hot open-faced turkey sandwiches, and then cold turkey. But I tried quitting that once. But do you know how hard it is to quit cold turkey?
Very.
Anyway, so you brought a book with you. What's your book?
Yeah.
Is that just notes?
No, so this is Cooking Guide for Soldiers. So when you come to see us at BJAC, we have a variety of different resources that we can provide. So like we were mentioning the cooking, right? So a lot of people just don't have that skill. That's something that we'll develop with the cooking classes, but it's also just a good resource to have for that people that need to improve their cooking.
I thought that was just a myth. I thought everyone could, do a little bit, but then I saw like the World's Worst Chefs TV show or something. And it's like, they're looking for instructions on how to boil water, I actually, when I was young, I had to look up how to boil an egg. Mm-hmm. Turns out there's more to it than that. I mean, you don't boil an egg for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You bring the water to boil and then let it cool down. It's like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And did you know that if you open a hard-boiled egg and the yolk has that gray around the outside, it's overcooked. That's what that means.
There we go.
And now you know.
Tips. Yes.
Belle Biv DeVoe. And now you know. Yes, I get songs stuck in my head all the time.
Food and music connect.
Yes,
us.
food.
There we
Yes,
go.
yes. So March, all through March, are you going to be coming up with like different things to do, or different kinds of advertisements? It's like, okay, today's secret meal recipe is ham and cheese sandwiches, or have you ever had a grilled bologna sandwich?
I have not.
I know, right? I never had one, and my wife couldn't believe I've never had one. Yeah. And so she made me one. It's like, oh, this is pretty good. And she's never made one for me again. Poor me. Bologna and cheese.
Yeah, there we
just
go.
like ham and cheese.
Yeah.
And ham, how about a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup?
There you go.
Those two go together, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe
Just
a
like
side of
macaroni and
broccoli
cheese.
on there,
Yeah.
Add some non-starchy veggie.
More potatoes and French fries. Yes. Are air fried French fries healthier than regular French fries?
So if you're making more things in the home, I would say that's the better decision than if you're going out and getting something from a fast food restaurant.
Okay, so what's better, margarine or butter? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I got all the hard
oil.
questions.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Yeah.
How about extra virgin olive oil, EEOO. I learned that from what's her name on
Yeah. So our olive oil.
Rachel Ray, that's it.
Yeah, those are the good ways to go when we speak about like our healthy fats out there. So if you're kind of struggling to figure out, like, okay, well, what is a healthy fat, or you don't like your avocados and things like that, the way you're cooking things can be another approach to how you're getting your healthy fats in.
So should we be concentrating on any more? I mean, like it used to be the 4 food groups, which turned out was a lie. But now it's like the food pyramid. Are we still on the food pyramid, or have we flipped that upside down?
Not still the food pyramid. We have My Plate now, so that includes your grains, your fruits, your vegetables, your protein, and your dairy. You want to? And more of you could expand on that too, and let me know. It's more of an equal balance plate than a pyramid type.
Oh, so I don't think you guys are even old enough to remember the four food groups. You know, a nice balance. The four food groups: dairy, fruits and vegetables, meat. No, fruits, vegetables, and meat.
Okay.
No, dairy, grain, fruits and vegetables, and meat. There we go. That's it. And it was a balanced meal. You want to have a little bit of everything. And then it was the food pyramid. So it was the four food groups, and then there was the food pyramid, which is you want a lot of this, and then it just gets less and less as you go higher. Right. And then South Park came out and flipped that pyramid over, and everything worked great. And then so now we're on a balanced plate again.
We're on a plate. Yeah.
Okay, so we're back to the four food groups. Yeah. Just got to make it difficult for everybody. It's like, no, eggs. We're back to the eggs again.
I think the visual of the plate really helps out. You can really okay, this is how my plate should kind of be built and looked. And even with our service member, we have our soldier athletes plates. So for those individuals that are, getting ready for the schools, so the Ranger schools, the Sapper schools, they can show you on the plate how much I need to eat to fuel properly for it. So.
Now, you know which plate you don't want to follow is the sumo wrestlers. Sumo wrestlers, yeah. Do you know how much they eat? They eat sushi, yeah, but they're eating like 55 fish.
Yeah.
Fishes. Yeah.
In comparison to those Olympic swimmers out there, they eat a lot too.
Yeah. And then pasta if you're gonna go out for a run, eat pasta the night before or the morning before. I don't know, something like that. I always heard that they had like spaghetti and pasta dishes before they would go out on a marathon and stuff.
Yeah, kind of looking at carb loading. So definitely depends on what kind of athlete you are. If it's your first marathon, I would say maybe a couple of days before, so you can release all that. You're not heavy before your run.
Yeah, it's like those runners are like cheetahs, and I'm more like a sloth. Yeah. And so I like to load up on my carbs and then take a nap. Yeah, there you go. So, okay, so you got that plate going. So what are we putting on the plate? We're putting fruits and vegetables and meats and dairies. And you don't want to put, no, you could put dairy on there. But usually that's a glass of milk for calcium. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your protein, your lean proteins. So we want to use those leaner, less saturated fat proteins. So like
a sirloin steak as opposed to a ribeye.
Yeah, perfect.
But the ribeye is more flavorful. The fat is where the flavor is.
Yes, but it does not do so well for your heart.
Yeah. So don't, okay, and then, wait. How about this? For Nutrition Month, we're going to tell everybody, eat off your own plate. Stop taking my French fries. Eat your own.
Portion control.
Yeah, portion control. Yeah.
Open up my own restaurant. I'll have a part, just a little bit of yours.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this is what I like doing. I just run them through their heads, and they don't know what it's like. Oh, great! I lost my place again. So we got fish. Now, I've been told that eating fish is good, but now I'm learning that too much fish is bad because of mercury levels and stuff like that. So what's up with that?
Yeah, so when we're talking about our lean meat, so our salmons, our shrimp, things like that, it takes our body a while to get to the point where you're just having too much. But for our vulnerable populations, like our pregnant population, we kind of talk to them about maybe not having that every day, but a little bit once a month or a couple times a month, so you're not overdoing the mercury. But for everybody else, if it's a part of your lean meat kind of routine with the chickens, the turkeys, then we say go for it for sure.
Yeah, see, I like my favorite fish, dolphin. I love eating dolphin.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Interesting.
It is. Have you ever had dolphin?
I have not.
No?
No.
It's some delicious fish. It's a fish. It's a great one. It's mahi-mahi.
Oh.
Dorado.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dolphin fish.
Yes.
Dolphin.
They look like a dolphin.
Yeah, I like going to the restaurants and ordering it really loud. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'd like a plate of flipper, please. So what about the portion sizes? Because I've also seen these portion sizes on the bags of chips and stuff. Apparently, I am a family of 4. The portion size for a steak is the size of a deck of cards. It's like, okay, so is that an appetizer or what? I mean, what's up with these portion sizes? Because I've always I've always believed that eat until you're not hungry, or eat till you're not hungry anymore. You don't eat till you're full, and I've also been conditioned to clean your plate. Because that's what we used to have to do, and nowadays it's like, I don't want to eat this. Okay, well then what would you like? And I'll go, no, you're going to eat what's on the plate, or you're not going to eat at all. Yeah. So are we still with portion sizes, or are we trying to change that around to say, no, you eat until you're not hungry?
Portion sizes are important. I mean, when you're looking at the nutrition label, it can get a little confusing, but it does kind of give a better guidance of kind of what a portion maybe should be, kind of reflects that a little bit. But when we're looking at your plate, like really, like in an ideal world, we would like to include like a fourth of your plate your protein, a fourth of it your starch, and ideally half your plate your non-starchy vegetables.
So that would, is asparagus a non-starchy vegetable?
It is.
Sure is.
Oh, that's good news, because I like asparagus.
Yeah.
It does have some side effects though. So what about fasting? Because, I was doing intermittent fasting for a little while, and, it does help and it does work, and it's, along with exercise and stuff like that. But, I've learned a lot about what happens when you don't eat. Mm-hmm. And after a certain amount of time, your cells start regenerating, and that your body will clean out all the bad cells and all that stuff, and create new cells. But then if you do it too long and you start starving yourself, then your body starts eating itself, and you start losing all kinds of things. I mean, when people get into these diets and what they say is nutritional, mm-hmm. A lot of them are doing it just off of rumors and fad diets and stuff like that, and they don't really know what's going on behind it. What do you recommend for dieting, nutrition, and getting all the correct information out there? Because knowledge is power.
Yeah. First, I would say come see us and ask us kind of those questions. If it is something that you're interested in doing, just kind of let us know what's going on, and then we can work with you through that. With any kind of fasting or any kind of diet, I would say that, of course, you might see some results in the beginning stages, but eventually your body will start to not respond to it the way that you thought it would. So that it's just good to practice kind of those holistic kind of approaches and have all the nutrients that you could within your plate, and not eliminate any of the nutrients, because we need all our nutrients to make sure that we're performing well, our cognitive is up to its best ability. So that's one thing to think about, is if you're thinking about eliminating a nutrient at all, then your body may respond in a negative way. Yeah,
they try to do that with me in drinking. It's like, my body will say, no, don't do that.
Your body will always tell you what's going on, so definitely listen to it.
I don't know. I mean, because your body can be used to eating at a certain time, so at a certain time, your body will say, oh, I'm hungry, mm-hmm. even though you just ate.
Yeah.
And don't go shopping while hungry.
Yes.
I've made that mistake and ended up with like ding-dongs and ho-hos and it's like chips. And I'm a snacker. Well, I like snacks.
Yeah, snacks can be good. Definitely. Yeah, definitely snacks can be good. I think a lot of people, when we think of snacks, we think about our chips, or we think about those kind of quick items, but you can definitely build a balanced snack. So think about like a protein or healthy fat, matching that with a carb, and there you go. You have like a mini meal.
The ones that really get me are the ones that say, oh, popcorn's a nice healthy snack. Yeah, if you eat it unsalted, unseasoned, no butter, it's like, yeah, just give me a rice cake. Popcorn cake is actually pretty decent. I had one of those. It was kind of cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, but no, give me movie theater butter loaded, or movie theater popcorn loaded down with butter and salt and butter
Buttery
salt. And, yes, all of that. I'll go to the movie theaters just to get the popcorn.
Yeah.
And a large drink. So, what kind of programs do we have going on for nutrition?
So other than our cooking classes, we'll also be going out to schools and doing some speaking engagements. So working with the CYS, going to the DeRidder High School, working with them. We also have the health fair coming up. That's we'll work with public health, and we're going to be talking about food safety. So good to kind of think about the food and the germs that could be involved if you're not taking the right approaches to clean your hands and clean the food.
So when you do the cooking class, you're gonna talk about all the cleanliness and making sure that you cook it to the right temperature. And now, I know I'm talking to the wrong people about the food prep and stuff. I should be talking to the food people, but I know that you used to have to cook certain meats to a certain temperature, like pork, you used to had to cook it well done all the time. Yeah. But now it's gotten to a point where we're healthy enough. We've got enough good stuff where there's a little more flexibility in pork, believe it or not. Yeah. Ha ha ha! I know some stuff too, but I do know chicken, and we're very careful about chicken. So you're going to practice this. You're going to show people the safe stuff. And would you recommend having like the handy wipes or the sanitary wipe thingies in your kitchen for wiping down counters and cutting boards and stuff like that for your chicken?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We want to practice all prevention of cross-contamination because we also realize that some people have allergies. So you want to think about if you're doing a family meal, just kind of preparing your kitchen. If it's not the wipes that you have some kind of like spray or cleaner that can make sure you're removing any kind of toxins.
Yes. So we've got all of that going on. Nutrition Month is March, all through March. If you had anything to say about nutrition, what would you want people to know?
I think I said it earlier, but yeah, really everything in moderation. We really can work with you. We can meet you in the middle, and depending on no matter what your current diet looks like, we can make sure that you are taking the steps in the right direction to maybe improve your diet, even if it's just a little bit.
Captain,
I would say have fun with your food, like
I've always been told don't play with your food.
Have fun, just try new recipes, new meals. I know Lily has spoke about that on her introduction video, just really going out and trying new things. You don't know what you like until you try it, and try things before you add the extra seasonings on it. But also just like she was saying, in moderation, build that balance, and don't think guilt trip yourself into I had that Oreo, I can't eat anything else for the rest of the day. Feed those cravings from time to time, but throughout the day, just kind of make that plan to make sure that you're getting all the nutrients that you need for the day so you can perform the best to your ability.
Absolutely. And the only thing better than an Oreo is another Oreo. Yeah. Well, Captain Williams, Ariel,
yes.
like the Little Mermaid, and Lily Keppinger, appreciate you guys coming in and talking with us today, and hopefully we'll have you back again to talk about something, maybe nutrition, maybe something else.
Yeah,
who knows?
Thanks for having us.
Yes, it's been wonderful. You guys have been awesome. Appreciate everything that you guys do over there at BJAC, and I'm glad to be able to sit here and talk to you guys. So anyway, I'm Jeff England from the Fort Johnson Public Affairs Office. If you have anything to say about nutrition or eating or food or anything like that, please leave a comment in the messages below. Please hit subscribe, notify, let us know what you would like to see on our show, and be sure to go on over to BJAC and talk to them and see what you got going on for dinner tonight. And we'll be listening and watching at you later.